It was me, my mother, and my son. We was living good. Then I lost my job. Then I lost the apartment. That's when everything got hard. Me and my son stayed at bus stops. It was hard for him to go to school. I didn't have no way for us to wash, so it was like a lot. It was hard. Then the blizzard was about to hit, and I didn't want him at the bus stop no more. So I went to Boston Medical, and I told them I needed help. And they found me a shelter. I got my baby out the snow, and they really helped me.
Tonight we'll be going down to South Station, going through other parts of the city, just trying to get folks to come into the shelter. Some of the challenges that we have out here is due to mental health, substance abuse, stuff like that. So that presents some challenges on a nightly basis where we may try to get a person in and it might hamper the situation due to the stuff, the issues they may have.
On a given day, we're working with about 2,000 people a day. Some on the street, they don't typically come into shelter, and both through our nighttime outreach vans and our daytime street teams. And then 850 people in permanent housing that Pine Street either is a service partner on or an actual developer and owner of the property. And then we run a social enterprise called I Cater, is a catering company for other nonprofits, and we employ our guests and tenants in that business.
With the I Cater program, we have the cooking classes, and they had other classes for us to build our credit and help us with like debt and stuff. It really helped me because I would never think about none of that. Once I started the class, I got on everything. I get up every day to come out. I don't want to miss a day. I don't want to miss a day. I be here every day for them.
We really look at housing a couple of different ways at Pine Street. So if you come into the shelter, we have a team that will work with you to problem solve on your housing immediately. Is there some resource you have that we could help facilitate so that you don't have to stay in shelter? And then we have a housing placement team that helps people find both housing in the market and subsidized housing. And then we at Pine Street are both a developer and operator of what's called permanent supportive housing, where people who are homeless for the long term, who need both housing and support, can have an opportunity to get out of homelessness and really rebuild their lives. And we've got 34 properties now where we're providing permanent housing for people.
In the shelter, they always give you applications. I filled out every application I got my hands on, and then 3 months ago, I got a call and they told me to come look at their apartment, and I said, I'm just looking at it. They're like, yeah, because it's about to be yours. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I took the first one that came.
One of the biggest projects we've done thus far, this project on Washington Street in Jamaica Plain. It's 140 new units of housing. And the fact that it will look like every other building on the street and it will be new, I hope will send a message to people that homelessness can be solved in a way that it allows people to be part of a neighborhood again, and it really allows them stability. When we went through the process of getting zoning relief and community meetings in Jamaica Plain, I just have to shout out the Jamaica Plain community who stood up and said, we can do this, we'll support you, and that is the best gift you could give someone who's homeless.
They brought me up because I was down, and I made through it. I pushed through it, and now I'm here. A superstar. Thanks to y'all.